Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian Brewer here. Let me just get this microphone adjusted correctly really quickly. All right, cool. I think that's good. Maybe down just a little bit. All right, excellent. Anyways, I want to thank you for taking part in this 3-part video series about becoming an influencer. I think this is truly going to be the most valuable video series you've ever seen. The reason being is this is what really was the huge transition for me in my career, trying to become an internet marketer, trying to quit my job, walk away from that crappy job as a server. And this was the shift that really made a difference for me. And like I said in the article posted on the first page of this website, if you had a chance to read it, this is going to be a repeat. But if you haven't, I just want to repeat it because it's important. The number one shift for me, I went from trying to go after those shiny objects, trying to chase trends, the newest fad, trying to hack the system. And I realized that it was just more simple to simply add value to this world, become a creator. And by doing so, I was able to build my audience, and really the change has been amazing. And that's why I thought it was so important to put together this website and this free video training series for you guys, because I want to bring you actual information. I want to tell you about my journey, and I want to kind of teach you how you too can use the exact same strategies that I've implemented over the past couple of years to build your brand, to build your audience, to really start a business from scratch with very little investment and set yourself up for the long term. And at the end of this first video, I'm actually going to show you why what I'm going to teach you here over the next 3 videos is probably once in a century opportunity that you are on the right side of, meaning the trend is just starting to go up. You are on the right side of this hockey stick growth, and I'm really excited for you. So for those of you who are going to stick with this and watch all 3 videos, really take this information in, I'm truly excited for you because I think this is the inflection point of your life. So really quickly here, for me, it's never been about the Lambos. If that's for you, that's cool. If you want the exotic cars, that's awesome. For me, it's all about the time freedom and the ability to be comfortable while doing what I love. And while I said, it's really not about becoming super rich for me, that's not really what it's all about. I mean, I will say that I do well. I mean, I do drive a nice car. My wife drives a nice car. We have nice things. And that's because this whole influencer thing works. And it's really the best way, in my opinion, for everyday folks like me and you to kind of break free from our jobs and create that life that we desire and deserve, because it's much better than starting a business that's going to suck up all of our time. This really is all about managing the best of both worlds, having the income, providing the time freedom. That's what it's like for me. And as you can see here, we'll just take a look at a couple of screenshots that I've had, or a couple pictures that I've taken over the past year or so. That's me, Brian Brewer. This is an affiliate earnings profile from Shopify, which is e-commerce platform that I work with and I recommend. See, becoming an influencer, it's not just about brand deals and earnings from, say, like YouTube advertising. There's also other opportunities. Once you create your audience, then you can branch out and start creating other products for your audience. And I'll talk more about that later in the series as well, so just keep watching here. But really, you can create your audience around your passion and then start your own e-commerce brand. And something like Shopify makes that very easy. As you can see, I recommend Shopify as an e-commerce platform, and they pay me an affiliate commission for everyone who signs up. And you can see every 2 weeks here or so, I make anywhere between $3,000 and $5,100. So really, I mean, that's $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month. And really essentially passive income just from the systems I've had set up. I provide free training for influencers like yourself who want to start their e-commerce brand. And I don't charge for that training. I just simply, by providing that training, it allows me to pass along my affiliate referral, and then Shopify pays me when influencers like yourself sign up. So that's really cool there. That's one source of income. Let's see what this one is here. This is JVZoo, which really offers a lot of software that can help you grow your profile and your presence. And I really don't talk about too much about software and automation. Really, the best way to kind of create your brand, become an influencer, is to get out there, do the work, be authentic, use your unique voice, and interact with your fans and followers. But occasionally, a piece of software will come across my desk that is actually helpful, and I'll recommend that. And you can see here, just by sending an email This was one day and $800, the next day $539, and those are 100% pure profit, because those are affiliate commissions. So once you have your audience, then a product comes along, you can just simply recommend it to your audience and earn those affiliate commissions. And JVZoo is free to join, and really, if you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, every program out there, or every business out there, pretty much has an affiliate program. I mean, you can go to even Amazon. If you scroll down to the bottom of their page, you'll see they call it their Amazon Associates program, and you can join that for free. And basically anything you recommend to your audience, and the audience purchases on Amazon, you're going to get a cut of that. So it doesn't matter what your passion is. If you create an audience around that passion and it's part of your purpose, I'm sure there's products that you need to recommend. Even if your passion is riding horses, if you create an audience that's interested in riding horses or learning how to ride horses, there's certain things you can buy from Amazon that will help you as you learn to ride horses. I mean, you can probably buy riding boots or riding pants or any kind of gear you might need on Amazon. And then you can earn a commission by recommending those products to your audience. So once again, almost everything has an affiliate program, and that's just where I made, like I said, $500 a day, $800 a day, just from sending emails to my built-in audience. Same thing with ClickBank. They have digital products really in any niche you can possibly imagine. You can recommend them to your audience and then earn affiliate commissions there. The great thing about ClickBank is it's all info products, so you can earn a very high commission there. And this is just one email I sent to my audience, and once again, it started off pretty hot, $200 a day, and then it slowly trickled down as a majority of the people opened the email, and it started trailing off. But that's not too bad for a month there, another extra $1,500 or $1,600. And then down here, this was really cool. This was when I worked with, this is a joint venture with Celebrity Lifestyle Brands. Basically, they wanted to access my audience for promotion. They gave me $22,000, check right there, just showed up in the mail. And this was actually only the first payment. This is about half of what they owed me. This is what they paid me up front. So really cool there. Just a nice little bonus. As you can see, I took a picture of me depositing it after I deposited it in my bank, just to prove that it wasn't made up or some fake check. But the teller actually asked me, she's like, "What do you do?" And I kind of was like, this is what I do. And she was, pretty interested, to say the least. But the point of this is not to brag or to show you, show you what I make or anything like that. The point of this is to get you excited for the potential here. And it really doesn't have to be hard. I'm not some super genius. I'm not really great at business. I was a waiter. I managed restaurants. I work hard, don't get me wrong. But, really, it's all about finding your unique voice. And once again, in the beginning of this video here, I talked about how this is not some trend, or, you're on the right side of this opportunity. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people, if you've ever looked at starting a YouTube channel, which I'm going to talk a lot about in video number 2 of this series, in addition to some other opportunities as well, you've probably heard of how YouTube ad revenue is not great. It kind of sucks. It's not a reliable way to make a full-time income. And that is true. But the point I want to make is things are changing. That is going to change in the future. And I just pulled up this statistic right here, or this chart right here. It says in 2017, which is a while ago now, digital ad spend actually finally beat out TV. And you can see projections for the next few years here, whereas TV ad spend is going to start to level out, and digital ad spend is going to kind of start really trending upward, and maybe even go through the roof, as some would say. But the point here is, this is the opportunity, because ad spend's not going to decrease. They're just going to find different ways, advertisers, that is, they're going to find different ways to funnel that ad budget out. And instead of going to the big news corporations or the big TV channels, they're going to go out and they're going to be looking for influencers like you. And once again, they still have the same ad budget, if not more. They just aren't giving it all to 2 or 3 major players. They're going to disperse it out. So this is why you want to be there ready with your audience to kind of get your piece of this huge digital advertising pie that's going to only increase over the next years here. So what we're talking about, becoming an influencer, building your audience, building your personal brand, influencer marketing is the future here. And here's an interesting statistic that I found. Marketers receive $7.65 in earned media value for every dollar they spend on influencer marketing, meaning 2 things. If you get that kind of return on your ad spend as a business, you are going to pump as much money as possible into that ecosystem. The only reason that this is so high right now is because advertisers cannot flood the market, meaning there's not enough influencers out there to spend all the advertising dollars that they have, because they can't just simply oversaturate the market. So really what businesses are doing, they're waiting for more influencers to come onto the scene with their audiences so they can spend more. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That's why this is your opportunity. The money's there waiting for you. Advertisers just can't wait to spend this money because they're getting such a great return on their ad spend. But they can't just go to the same influencer over and over and over again because they're going to get diminished returns. So they need more influencers. The other thing that's really cool about this website here, we all know that TV viewing is dropping. Everything's going to the internet, going to the phone, going to the social media platforms. That's no surprise there. But 84% of marketers plan to run influencer marketing campaigns within the next 12 months, meaning almost 100% of marketers are going to influencer marketing. I can guarantee that 100% of marketers haven't run TV ads because they were too expensive. See, that's what this is all about. The barrier has been broken down. So I believe that even more ad dollars are going to be spent over the next few years than have been spent per year over the last 50 years. Okay, so this is really a huge opportunity. If we go over to Google Trends and just type in influencer marketing, you can see really only since 2015 have people really even been starting to get interested in influencer marketing. That means you're on the right side of this trend. It is continuing to grow, and it's going to grow at an exponential pace from here. If we scroll down just a little bit, you can see some of the related queries here: social influencer marketing, social media influencer, Instagram influencer marketing, social media influencer marketing. We go to the next page: influencer marketing agency. What is influencer marketing? Influencer marketing platform, Facebook influencer marketing. All of these things are on a breakout, meaning it's not just a 10% or 100% increase. These search terms are coming seemingly out of nowhere, and they are on that hockey stick growth. What that means is anytime you see some of this breakout search results where all of a sudden people are like, what the hell is going on? I want to know more about this. Then you're on the right side of that trend. That's why it's important that you start becoming an influencer today. That's why it's important that you start building your brand and being consistent with it. And in video number 2 and 3 of this series, I am going to show you why now is the best time not only to get started, but why you literally have no excuse. So we know this is the opportunity that's continuing to grow. Let's look at one thing really quickly before we move in on here: how to become a social media influencer. And I'm not sure what this is going to return. Yeah, you can see, look at this. Okay, nothing. This has never been searched up until roughly 2015. You start to see a little bit here. And then 2016, you're starting to see some growth. And as we get going here, you can see this is really starting to pick up. The point of this here is anything that is this new is not even seeing this beginning stages of growth, meaning this is the opportunity. Like, have you ever thought about, like, man, if I just would have started this back in 2010, then I'd be rich? Or man, if I just would have started that in 2014, man, I'd be rich right now. We're right here with becoming an influencer. We're right here right now at the beginning of the opportunity. This is your chance to finally be on the forefront, not get left out. So this is really cool here. I mean, think about that. We go back to influencer marketing. You can see, I mean, this is like back here is where the becoming an influencer is at right now. So you can see that this term becoming an influencer is just going to skyrocket from where it's at right now. This is just the beginning stages. So really a huge opportunity here. Now, the thing is you don't need Casey Neistat numbers. You don't need PewDiePie numbers. You don't have to be some YouTuber with 50 million subscribers to make an absolute killing online, to have a stable full-time income, to be able to quit your job. I don't have those numbers and I still do very well. But what I want to talk about here is Kevin Kelly's theory of 1,000 true fans. And really what it says is that Kevin Kelly's 1,000 true fans predicted the future of online business. And I believe this 100% wholeheartedly, that you don't need a huge following. You actually just need 1,000 true fans who connect with you. And the cool thing about this theory or this concept that I totally believe in is the internet is so big. And oftentimes people go on the internet and think, okay, I've got to amass this huge following. So you try to copy what other people are doing, or you try to jump on trends, or you try to mimic success. Okay, but the problem is those people who have been successful, they already have their audience. What you need to do, what your competitive advantage is as a potential influencer in the future, is your unique voice. If you go out there and talk about what you're knowledgeable about, what you're passionate about, or what you want to become, that's the thing. People love a journey. If you want to be a fitness guru, but maybe you're a little bit out of shape, chronicle that journey of getting in shape. Then you have yourself an audience who knows you, likes you, and trusts you, and wants to see, they want to get where you're at, and they maybe are where you were from. Does that make sense? So really what that means is you are more relatable. That's going to be your competitive advantage. Just go out there and be unique. Find your 1,000 true fans. Trust me, if you go out there and start creating content on a consistent basis and you stay unique to yourself and authentic to yourself, then your 1,000 true fans will come find you. And the idea here is 1,000 true fans. If you want to make a living as a creator, you just need to find 1,000 people who would be interested in buying what you produce. If you can do this, you can make enough money to live comfortably for the rest of your life. Now, this is going to be a product that you produce, like an ebook or a physical product or something you private label, but this can also be affiliate products that you recommend based on things that you know, use, and like, okay? So we'll talk more about this 1,000 true fans theory or idea in just a moment, but really I want to talk about something that Seth Godin said. And Seth Godin is just, he's a marketing pioneer. He gets the future. He understands the way internet marketing is going. And what he says is you don't find customers for your products, you find products for your customers, meaning you need your audience first. This is the better way. So many people think there's $1 million idea, and there's no such thing as $1 million idea. It's only $1 million execution, $1 million marketing. What I mean by that is, it used to be, people thought, okay, if I could just create this one amazing product or invent this one amazing product, then I'd be set for life. I'd become a millionaire. But really, the easier way to do this is speak to your passions or your knowledge or your specific niche that you're an authority in or want to become an authority in, and then find your audience. Then once you have your audience, you simply find products for your audience to buy, your customers to buy. Okay, that's the future of marketing. And he says brand loyalty is declining because brands have not kept their part of the bargain, meaning there is a huge opportunity right now. Big brands have ruined it. That's where the little guy comes into play. That's how you're seeing all these companies, all these startups, all these individuals just like you who have a passion that they want to share with the world. They're able to create these disruptive brands because the bigger brands, they've ruined it. The bigger media, they've ruined it. The opportunity is for us, for you, to come out there and be your media, be your broadcasting, be your brand, and be the voice for your 1,000 true fans. And if it goes beyond that, even better. Now, one thing I mentioned at the beginning of this video here is I'm talking about how this is quite possibly a once in the century opportunity. YouTube has broken down every single barrier. Facebook has broken down every single barrier. Now, the average person, this is all you need. Your phone, okay? Your phone, and you can reach the world. The barrier to entry used to be, you'd have to start a broadcasting company or a radio show, and it was just incredibly expensive. Everybody's got a phone now. Okay, this is your broadcasting company. This was really cool. I was not expecting this when I was putting together this presentation. Look at this, CBS, okay? Huge broadcasting company, founded 1927. NBC, huge broadcasting company, founded 1926. The BBC, huge broadcasting company, founded 1922. So not only are these companies still profitable, still successful, still in business, which is incredibly rare in itself, they were all started within a 5-year period. Okay, that's how redistribution of wealth happens. It happens swift. And those who are on the right side of it get to take advantage. Those who are on the wrong side of it or miss out or delay or drag their feet, they miss out and they spend the next 100 years or maybe the rest of their life wishing wondering what could have or what should have been. Now, that is insane in itself to think about, but I just want to get back to the theory that you don't need to become CBS, NBC, the BBC. I want to talk about that theory of 1,000 true fans really quickly, lay out an example, and then we'll get on to wrap this video up and get into video number 2, where we break down the specific steps that you need to follow in order to make sure you don't fail like so many people do, and you don't get frustrated and give up. We'll talk about that in just a second, but let me bring up the calculator really quickly. Let's talk about that theory of 1,000 true fans. So let's say you have 1,000 true fans who know you, like you, and trust you and are willing to buy what you're selling. Let's say you create a product or you find an affiliate product that can earn you a $100 commission. If you can just sell one a year, okay, one a year to your 1,000 true fans, and you sell them $100 product a year over 365 days, they buy your product once. Okay, you do not have to be super salesy in order to sell one product a year to somebody who really knows you, likes you, and trusts you. That's a 6-figure income. Let's take this one step further, then we'll talk about a big problem, and then we'll wrap this video up. But let's say you have your 1,000 true fans, and let's say you are into health and fitness. Maybe you're a personal trainer, or you want to become a personal trainer. Now, I don't know how much, if you've ever had a personal trainer, how much they charge, but I know it's a lot. Let's say you do online virtual training, and you create this program where you check in with people, or you create a video once a week that kind of talks to the group, and you charge $97 a month for this. Okay, like I said, personal training. I know personal trainers that I've hired in the past have charged me a lot more than $97 a month. Okay, let's say you sell this online program that you can scale. It's $97 a month for the membership to this training program to get access to you to have virtual personal training. Well, let's say $97 a month. Take that over the course of 12 months. That's almost $1,200 a year that someone is willing to spend on personal training. And you know that $97 a month is cheap for personal training. Well, if you multiply that by your 1,000 true fans that you went out and found by becoming an influencer for free, then you just became a millionaire. You're earning $1 million a year from this. Okay, that's the opportunity. That's the theory of 1,000 true fans. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to talk about the problem. Most people, when they decide to become an influencer, they follow the upload and pray method, okay, where they'll upload a YouTube video, or they'll post something to Instagram, or they'll post something in a Facebook group, or some funny video on Facebook, and just hope to God it goes viral. And it doesn't. It's like playing the lottery. And think about it. Do you really want to play the lottery for the rest of your life, just hoping to get lucky? No. That's why what we're going to talk about is there's the better way. The better way is to make your own luck. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in video 2 of this series. So if you're excited, you're ready to move on, you're in for becoming an influencer, you're going to put the work in, you want to do this, you want to make this happen, go ahead and look below this video right now. There's a green button. If you click on that button, it will unlock video number 2 of that series. You can go ahead and watch it. Once again, we're going to talk about the strategy, the formula that I use to guarantee that my brand, my business becomes successful using free traffic sources. And this is how influencers can give themselves an unbelievable competitive advantage. And this is what's going to keep you motivated. This is what's going to help you grow more quickly. And this is what's going to help you overcome that hump of failure, the point where you just give up. And that's the coolest thing, because so many people don't understand what I'm going to reveal in video number 2 of this series. They just get frustrated and they give up. And what that really does is it gives the opportunity to the people who understand this formula to absolutely crush it, because there is no competition. It's amazing. So if you're ready, go ahead, look below this video right now, click that green button, unlock video 2 of the series, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.